Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on all of my very favorite mascaras from the drugstore. I am definitely more of a drugstore mascara kind of gal. There's really only a handful of high-end mascaras that I think are actually worth their hefty price tags. So if you guys are interested, please be sure to keep watching and please make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and give me a thumbs up if you love me. So if you guys didn't know, I am half Asian and I definitely got my Asian mother's genes in the eyelash department because my eyelashes grow out super straight like darts and they do not hold a curl unless I wear a waterproof mascara. So with that being said, every mascara that I share with you guys in this video is going to be the waterproof version. My favorite mascara in the entire world that has sadly been discontinued is the L'Oreal Shocking Extensions Telescopic Mascara. You can still get your hands on this if you go to a drugstore that's like a little bit more low-key. You can get lucky and sometimes find a tube or two on the shelf and it's still available through Amazon. So I've been ordering it on Amazon because I love this mascara. The wand is plastic. It's like a long rectangular shape with a slight dip and curve in it, and it has really short, tiny plastic bristles. And there's also two parts of the brush that just have no bristles on them at all. They're just completely flat and the product just kind of lays there. This gives the most amazing volume, length, and separation. It's just the best of the best mascara I've ever used. Nothing makes my lashes look this good. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I love this. I would definitely say if you can hunt it down and get your hands on it or order it through Amazon, get it, girl. I just dropped it. L'Oreal Voluminous Miss Manga. This has been one of my favorites for a couple years now, and I always recommend this to my friends because I think the effect that it has is pretty much universally appealing. So the brush is a bristled brush and it's got a nice tapered shape to it, so the point on the smaller end of it is really great for getting in the inner and outer corner of the lashes. It looks amazing on the lower lashes. It gives a really doll-eyed wispy effect to your lashes and it builds and builds and builds and just gets prettier. Obviously, you can take mascaras too far and they're all going to get clumpy, but I'm saying you can get away with building a lot more layers of this one before it starts getting clumpy and spidery. One thing that I will say about the brush though is that it does flex, so it makes the brush kind of flimsy and it makes it less easy to go overboard on product. So I like that, but I also think that that might make people not like the brush, that it does kind of like flop around and wiggle. Next up is the L'Oreal Voluminous Extra Volume Collagen Mascara. This one has a quite thick and chunky bristled brush, and this is the fibrous bristles is what I'm talking about. If it's plastic, I'll, clarify that it's a plastic brush, but this one is like the regular bristles. They're placed in a spiral formation. I always make sure that I wipe off the excess product that's just kind of laying on the sides of the tube. This mascara is unique because it gives such a soft and plush minky look to the lashes. It gives a little bit of length, but it's mostly just that soft minky volume. It looks really beautiful and flirty and it looks amazing on the lower lashes as well. I really like this one. This is the Revlon Ultra Volume Mascara, and what this one has is a really big, chunky, bristled brush, and each of the individual bristles on the brush are pretty chunky and hefty themselves. This mascara is ideal for creating a really beautiful, wispy, volumized look. I think if you already have really great long lashes, then you would love this because if you just build this up on your lashes, it can really create kind of a demi-wispy false lash effect on the lashes. Looks really beautiful on the lower lashes as well. So would highly recommend this one if all you're looking for is kind of a fluttery, volumized look. This is the Revlon Volume and Length Magnified Mascara, and this one has a fiber bristle brush again, but this one has a lot smaller of a brush and the bristles themselves are also a lot smaller and the brush is slightly tapered. And throughout the formulation there are like these really long dainty fibers that are almost undetectable on the eye because they are so thin, but those fibers do help with adding a little bit more length to the lashes as well. Maybelline Lash Sensational is another one that's been a favorite for the past couple years, and this one has a really unique brush. It is a plastic bristled spoon-shaped brush. So on the inside part of the curve, there's these really tiny plastic bristles that are short and thin and really close to the wand itself. And then on the outside part of the wand, there's these pretty long and widely dispersed plastic bristles. The reason that this is one of my absolute all-time favorites is because of the amazing fanned out effect that it has on the lashes. It adds just the right amount of volume, just the right amount of length, but it really fans out your lashes to this beautiful spread out formation and is really incredible. I would highly suggest checking this one out if you want not a lot of volume, not a lot of length, but you just want your lashes to have like a beautiful fanned out effect. So would definitely recommend that one for that. Next up is from CoverGirl, and this is part of their professional line series in the mascara. This is the pink one, which is the super thick lash. This one has a bristled brush when the bristles themselves are packed quite closely together, so I don't think each individual bristle is quite thick, but they're packed together so that they look thick. And then the brush itself does have a tapered shape to it. This mascara is great for creating super thick and clean volume. It gives a little bit of length, but mostly you're just gonna get really clean volume without it being clumpy. The formulation of the mascara is slightly waxy, so I think that's what makes it so easy to build upon itself, and it looks really great on the lower lashes. And this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Feline mascara. This is the newest mascara that I've added to my collection of my absolute favorites. I think you guys can tell I just really like the L'Oreal Voluminous mascaras. So this one has a plastic bristled brush, and they're all uniform in shape and size and how they're dispersed throughout the brush. It looks again like they're placed in somewhat of a spiral formation. On my eyelashes, this mascara just gives a little bit of volume and a lot of definition and a decent amount of length. Each lash just looks a lot more defined on my eyes. Last one I'm going to be talking about is the Wet n Wild Mega Plump Mascara. So this one has a bristled brush, the fiber bristles, and then it's slightly tapered again, as you guys can see, and it has pretty long and closely packed together bristles. All in all, it doesn't really dramatically change the look of your lashes at all. So whether you want this just for your natural makeup days or you're just a girl who doesn't really want that much from a mascara, I would highly recommend this one because it's really good and it's really cheap. I think this is less than like $4. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. If you have any mascara recommendations for me based on all of these ones that I love, then please leave them in the comments down below. And if there's any new mascaras on the market that you guys would like to see me incorporate into a video, then please leave them in the comments down below and I'll definitely check them out for you guys. I'm going to have links, information, everything about this video is going to be in the description box down below. If you still have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments, and please be sure to come follow me on my Snapchat, my Instagram, and my Twitter. I'm going to have all three down below for you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this one. Bye guys!